here's the shield. This guy, I'm going to go through the process that I do for battle damage. A lot of people out there, they paint it on. I don't. I actually cut into the shield with Dremels and different things, so it'll have a real 3D effect. The paint doesn't have to be all that. That's why you see smudges, because since you're gonna battle damage it, there is no reason why it needs to be a perfect paint job. Like I said, I just draw where I want. I take out chunks. Okay, I will be right back. Let me set up the Dremel. I'll be right back. My Dremel all set up. Let's get this puppy going. You can see it digs into it. You can change the pattern as you go along. It's all the way up to you. It's not easy doing this one-handed and holding the camera. Definitely need to get a tripod, but it'll have to wait. I'll put this, I'll be right back. I'm gonna finish this and I'll be back. Okay, all the cuts are done. As you can see, you could do, there are ones that I do with 3 claw marks, like, you know, she's been fighting Wolverine with her shield. You can do whatever you want. You can do it as battle damage or as light damage as you want. So now what I do is I go in with black paint and a brush, and I'll show you that in a second. So this is the paint I use. I get this at Hobby Lobby, like this, less than $1. I've had this one for a year and it's almost full. So let's see, 77 cents. Look at that. So Okay, and brush, you don't need a lot, just a little. I'm gonna need an assistant or something one of these days. It's come with a rag, and whatever you scuff, that's what stays. And you just bring it all. There's no mystery to it. Basically like dry brushing. You can actually leave marks like that, which I am planning to do on the next one. Yes, guys, I will get a rig and make this look easier. Well, easier for me holding a camera or something like that. Just go like that, very light, and leave a hue. Because what I do now is, let me see if I can do it here. I want this one kind of dirty. And just do it light. There you go. This brush is pretty dry now. And this rag is dry. Sometimes I pull alcohol and it'll blend all the paints. Sometimes I don't want to do that. I'm going to show you the final technique in a second. Just hold on. Okay, so there it is. All the battle, damaging. Always remember, if you screw up, nobody's going to know. Alright, now for the finishing touch. Okay, for this part, I took the rag and it's damp. I actually wet it and I squeezed all the water out. And I am using flat black. It could be the 99-cent one if you have it. Because this is just to give it the look, basically, of burnt. So what I do is, I come out, and instead of ice, I don't know if you can see it, I spray it lightly. I go around, just to darken it. And then I go with the wet. It'll create streaks. Sometimes I go down the line, you know, just like right here. See how it darkens? You can wipe it, you can dampen it, whatever you want. And if you've been in battle, I don't think none of the stars are going to be nice and shiny. Like I said, I'm sorry for the shakiness and all that. But there it is. It looks kind of shiny because it's wet from the dampness, but if you really look at it in person, it's dark. Oh, I hope you like this. Please subscribe if you do, because I'll probably be doing more. I think my next tutorial will be the Wonder Woman sword battle damage that will go along with this guy. Hit like, subscribe, and bear with me while I get all this settled in and tweaked. So, I hope you guys like what you are seeing.